Texas League Baseball is next. And we are back in San Antonio in a new week of San Antonio Missions Baseball. Now, here is the star of our broadcast, the one and only John Baker. Oh boy, do I love that. Well, great job on that one, Bob. We welcome you into tonight's broadcast. This one brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides and our Taco Tuesday salute to HEB and our favorite taco supply places. Well, it is the first game of our 6-game set between the visiting Houston Astros AA team, Corpus Christi Hooks, and your San Diego Padres AA team, your San Antonio Missions. Well, tonight is the first of a 12-game homestand. The series will continue all the way till Sunday with our off day on Monday. Then it is Tuesday through next Sunday as we take on the visiting Frisco Rough Riders. Missions after the 12th game, they'll head to Midland for a 6-game set there at Franco Park. Then they return home, taking on the Wichita Wind Surge. Go online now at samissions.com. Also, print your tickets online at missionsbaseball.com, and you are good to go. Well, 6:48 as we get into our timed broadcast. Bob, got to say, what a embarrassing week we've had last week in Amarillo. Yeah, I got to say, John, that was a nightmare. San Antonio winning 2 out of that 6-game set. Amarillo winning 4. And boy, that doubleheader that we had to make up on Saturday, that was no laughing matter that San Antonio lost those 2. The first game was a 2-1 victory for Amarillo, a 5-3 victory for the Sod Poodles. And so far, boy, San Antonio, that was a nightmare. Yeah, it sure was, Bob. And hopefully in this new week of baseball, as we start our 12-game set, we are ready to do a lot more, and we need to push back and win that first place position. As we look at it, the Frisco Rough Riders are in first place right now. San Antonio trailing 2.5 games back. And so far, we are going to go ahead and get you pulled up on that. And yeah, so far, there is a lot going on in the severe weather. And boy, got to tell you one thing, it's getting pretty ugly out there in Seymour, Texas, where they're having tornado warnings right now, a dangerous situation type thunderstorm. But anyway, as we look at Frisco, 14-7. Well, they played today, and boy, I think Wichita won that storm, or won that first game and stuff. Yeah, won the storm. Boy, that would be weird looking, right? Oh, that didn't make any sense there, Bob. And yes, I do apologize if I don't make any sense. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and get on to the first pitch app. And we're going to see who won that game in Frisco. Wind Surge are up in the Rough Riders ballpark of Statesman's Park. And then after that 6-game set, Frisco will head to San Antonio for next week's 6-game contest, which that will do pretty good right there. Yeah, I sure would, John. Sure would. All right, so they played at 12 o'clock. Wichita does win the first of a 6-game set against Frisco. So that would be 14-8 for the Rough Riders. And for Wichita, now they trail a game and a half against the Arkansas Travelers, which that is pretty good. So anyway, we have 8 ball clubs, or I do believe Arkansas and Tulsa played this morning. We'll have to look at that and give you a update on that one. Well, final score, 5-4, Wichita winning in Frisco during the afternoon of 12 o'clock today. And pretty good on that. Do believe that the game in Tulsa was postponed due to severe weather. So there is a postponed game. Arkansas at Tulsa not playing tonight. So they will make up a Thursday afternoon game at 5 o'clock. So we'll go PPD, and that means postponed on that. We go to Midland. Okay, so the Rockhounds took that one. They played a afternoon as well. So final score 10-3. Rockhounds are now tied with San Antonio. So pretty good on that one, as they took down the Sod Poodles. Midland 12-10, Amarillo 8-14. So tonight could be a decision whether San Antonio keeps the second place position or not. But we will have to find out on that. Well, we need to go to Northwest Arkansas as Springfield. I do believe if that game is postponed, then the only game that will be going is this one that we'll have. And boy, yeah, we're starting to see some bad weather out there in Seymour. They got a tornado warning right now. The sky is pitch black. It's 6:53 in the evening. Boy, nighttime really comes when you have storm clouds in place, tornadoes everywhere, large destructive hail. So people in Seymour, if you are listening to us here on this broadcast, you want to make sure you get to the lowest level of your home, away from windows. And this storm is right on top of you, or it's fixing to be. But there is an active tornado warning for Seymour, Texas. So do me a big favor. Get underground now, or lowest level of your home, away from windows. That's the most important thing that you need to do in a tornado situation. And yeah, just take precautions on that. Well, anyway, Northwest Arkansas at Springfield has been postponed as well. And so far, they will make up a Friday afternoon game on that one. And so anyway, our final two ball clubs will commence shortly. And yes, we did have this in Amarillo last week, as we were pretty much postponed on that Friday night where storms was going through and baseball-sized hail reported there at Water Ridge Field in downtown Amarillo. There was tornado warnings just south of Amarillo, northwest of Amarillo. Boy, and a lot of damaging storms. But we are going to be continuing to monitor the storms in the broadcast. If we give you any updates, we're going to give you some updates. But as for San Antonio, we are doing good. But Seymour, Texas is looking at a dangerous storm right now. And yeah, it is ugly. There's a wall cloud. There might be a embedded tornado. Large destructive hail as this storm goes through Seymour. And boy, if y'all are in the path of this storm, your chance now, take shelter and do not wait until the storm is on top of you. You know, get to the lowest level of your home, away from windows. Do not hesitate. Right now is the time. to get underground or in a storm cellar or in a basement or lowest level of your home. And as I said before, staying away from windows, prime objective on that as well. Yes, thank you, John. And I got to say, we hope and pray that everything will go good for a lot of people tonight. But for the people that are in the path of these storms, we send our thoughts and prayers to everybody in the paths of these dangerous storms. I'm looking at that right now as Seymour, Texas, Bob, and boy, there is a ginormous wall cloud. The sky is glowing green. There is danger for them as this storm is going right through the city of Seymour right now. I mean, it does not look good. But anyway, if you're listening to us on our broadcast, or if you got us tuned in, well, you might be watching us or hearing us on your weather alert radios or whatever. But anyway, we are good here in San Antonio. There's nothing going. So the Missions and Corpus Christi Hooks are about ready to play baseball. We are the only two teams that are playing ball tonight. We had Wichita at Frisco, Amarillo at Midland take on afternoon games. Corpus Christi at San Antonio. We are fixing to get started with this broadcast, and we'll bring you any more information on tornado warnings. And we are just in shock that Seymour is getting ready to take a direct hit. There is a PDF. That means a dangerous situation. And yeah, the sky is glowing green. That is crazy. Well, if you do see this in San Antonio, that's just large destructive hail coming. And yes, evening time is officially upon us as we are close to the 7 o'clock hour in the broadcast here this evening. But anyway, it was like this last week in Amarillo. That was pretty insane as we had tornado warnings and large destructive hail falling in Water Ridge Field. Just multiple days of tornado warnings and watches and just ugly weather. Right now, Seymour taking a direct hit from a violent tornado. There's a corkscrew and tornado warning continuing for that part of Texas. And as I said before, Northwest Arkansas at Springfield, Arkansas at Tulsa, they have been postponed tonight, so I guess they will make up those games hopefully tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. But anyway, if Mother Nature tends to be this way, there is going to be probably more postponed games there for Springfield and Tulsa. But anyway, for San Antonio, we are in the all clear. We got a ball game. It's a partly cloudy evening. Just if you're watching us and you do still have electricity, which a lot of people do not have tonight as storms go through Seymour. Evidently, we're just keeping everybody in prayers. And Baylor County, Texas, boy, this storm chasers, they are running from the storm itself. It is coming. And so far, we're going to get ready for a broadcast in baseball. First game of 6 against Corpus Christi tonight. 12-game homestand. We are just so happy to be back home after a devastating week in Amarillo. Winning 2 out of that 6-game set. That was, like I said, it was a nightmare. And evidently, This is a brand new week for us. We're going to have fun, and we're here to play ball and entertain you guys and those that are also in our live chat. We thank y'all for coming into this one. But anyway, San Antonio about ready to take the field as we get ready to honor the national anthem. And yes, on this partly cloudy Tuesday night, which I call that taco night, this one brought to you in part by HEB. Here, everything's better as we get set to take on Corpus Christi on this fine evening.
And now, your San Antonio Mission.
You know, everybody getting ready to go as we get set here this evening, and we're going to get a stop on that as the Missions take the field and we honor our national anthem. As we get set. All right, with the national anthem already concluded, our Missions are about ready to take the field. And yes, for this broadcast and for this game, and we got our sponsors here tonight watching. West Creek Trail Rides, our proud sponsor of San Antonio Missions Baseball. Welcome, West Creek. What is up? We love our horse riding favorite place, and we got to give our shout outs to Miss Alana and Sheriff of San Antonio and Bexar County, Sheriff Benji. That is right. Welcome our favorites. And yes, our also proud sponsors, HEB, Henry's Buffy Tacos, Taco Bell, and so far many others. Whataburger served hot and fresh 24/7 for all people of San Antonio. And so far, pretty good. Well, we're about ready to go as the left-hander Jagger Haynes is getting the ball tonight. What do we know, Bob? Well, got to say, Jagger pitched in Amarillo during that last week, and so far, pretty good. I know it. Well, we're about ready to get started, but we're going to take another break for just a second as we will have our pitcher warming up for the San Antonio Missions. And, yeah, we are pretty much getting ready to go on this evening. So Haynes will get the start for San Antonio. And we're about ready to go. Here is Jesus Bastidas as he leads us off for Corpus Christi. Here's the first pitch. That one high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. We are underway. 7:06, a minute after our first pitch time start. And the 1-0. That one inside, and it's 1-1. So pretty good right there as they're getting this ball game started here tonight. Got fans watching from Corpus Christi, Springfield, Northwest Arkansas, Tulsa, and Arkansas joining in the live broadcast due to the games being postponed by those storms. Here's the 1-2. That one lifted. Oh boy, that one is deep to left, and that is going to drift out of play, foul. And boy, the Corpus Christi Hooks thought they had that early home run in the ball game. And evidently they got overzealous right there. Yeah, they sure did there, John. Right there, 2-2 the count now. And boy, that'll make you jump out of your shoes if you see a home run coming early in this one. Yeah, for sure. 2-2. That one high in the air. Out in foul grounds as Fabian in left will watch it, and he will not make a play. And that is a foul ball. 2-2. That one right there. Up to right field. Campbell getting under. And there is the first out here in the top of the first inning. Let's give you the starting Corpus Christi lineups. Jesus Bastidas leads us off. Luis Baez, Luis Encarnacion, and Zach Daniels, Cam Smith, Austin Deming, Zach Cole, Chase Jaworski, Brian, and so much on that roster. Corpus Christi right fielder Luis Baez getting in. And he'll take a ball down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. So Bastidas, Baez, and Encarnacion in the middle, first of 3. Daniel Smith and Deming, middle 3. Cole, Jaworski, and Lavastida round out the batting order for Corpus Christi here tonight. 2 balls, no strikes. That is a pitch clock violation. And here's the pitch to him. That one in for a code strike. And it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. And the pitch. That one high and outside. Ball 3, 3-1. First baseman Luis Encarnacion coming on now for the on deck for Corpus Christi. 3-1. That one down. Full count, 3-2 to Baez. Corpus Christi in the road race. Last year it was old logos. And right there, swing and a miss. Get him down. Out number 2. First strikeout to Jagger Haynes as he'll take that. And he got it right on cue. Luis Encarnacion coming on now. He'll take that. Castañon steps on the bag. That's the half inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on base for this half inning. So it's on now to the bottom of the first. It's no score as we head for the bottom of 1. But we're back here right after this. Our proud broadcasters of West Creek. about ready to start the bottom of the first for San Antonio. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Corpus Christi starting pitcher getting loose now on the mound. And we are going to see a right-hander, Ethan Pecco. What do we know, Bob? Well, gotta say he's got 5. Four-seam, circle change, curveball, slurve, slider. He's got it right there. And so far, he's ready to use any of those if need be.
Leading off for the Mission.
Well, the left fielder up first for San Antonio. Left fielder, Albert. Partly cloudy evening. Near of a end April. Pretty good right there. No balls, 1 strike to Fabian. Great hold up. And that is... Where was that there, Bob? We're looking. 1 ball, 1 strike the count now to the left fielder. Yeah, for sure. And the pitch. That one in there, and the count now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Well, Corpus Christi still has their light blue and gray and dark blue Rohawk colors on these new jerseys. That one driven nicely. That is high. That is deep. That is out of here. San Antonio getting a high fly one. And they pound it first. A early 1-0 lead for the Missions. Well, that'll get the home crowd going. Yeah, it sure will, John. Coming home from Amarillo, and they get in and get something going, but left fielder Albert Fabian gets that one. Well, San Antonio leads 1-0 here early going. That's a called strike, and it's 0-1 to the catcher, Ethan Salas. We are top, or should I say bottom of the first inning. And that's going to be right there, and that's going to be bunted foul, and that's the count now 0-2. Salas is showing bunt, and a pitch. That is right there. That's going to be a play right there. And they won't get him. They tried to apply the tag, no good. And that's going to be an infield single. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Bunt attempts can always play good and can really do you good. Yeah, for sure. Center fielder Joshua Mears coming in now. Boy, I tell you one thing, missed the old Corpus Christi look. He had the dark blue jerseys with the light blue under the armpits. Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely missed that look, but new look also looks pretty good. Yeah, for sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Pecco is checking in with the home plate umpire, and he's wondering where that play was. Yeah, for sure. He was thinking, oh, that couldn't be right. Yeah, for sure. Here's pitch, 1-2. Right there, curveball, strike 3 on Joshua Mears. He's the first one out. And that is out number 1. 1 run in, 1 on first after that bunt. And right there is Marcus Castañon. Shows bunt as well. Takes a strike in the count 0-1. And the 0-1. Down and in, the count now 0-2. Well, I tell you what, that storm in Seymour.
That's a ball.
Really going through the town right now, and does have an indication of a tornadic thunderstorm, and
That's a ball.
that one is high and outside, 2-2. Again, checking with the home plate umpire, Pecco. Home plate umpire Jeff Andrews calling balls and strikes behind the plate. And right there, called third strike. And there's 2 away. Right fielder Jacob Campbell coming up now for San Antonio. That one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Campbell, they averaged 314 on the 400. Had a couple of home runs for San Antonio to start this year. And the pitch. That one in for the called strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 to delivery. Down and in, 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Boy, just a partly cloudy evening, but clouds will in time thicken back up and be a cloudy night for a Wednesday. Yeah, sure will be, John. Well, tomorrow, Military Appreciation Day, Thursday and Friday games. Flying Chanclas. And yes, it will. That's a called third strike, and that will do it. But left fielder Albert Fabian strikes first for San Antonio. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 on base. Top of the second, and it's a 1-0 early lead for San Antonio as we get ready to go for the half inning of 2 coming up. We go to the top of the second inning for Corpus Christi, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. All right, up next bat, number 4 hitter, Zach Daniels. Daniels coming in, set to go. Pitch in, that's a strike inside. It's 0-1. We've got a great crowd tonight, don't we, Bob? For a Taco Night Tuesday? That's right, and this one brought you apart by HEB. You won. Right there in the count now, 0-2. Boy, pretty good is getting into this top half of 2. That one, high fly in the air, deep to right. Campbell under this one. And that is his for the taking. It's out number 1. Third baseman for Corpus Christi, Cam Smith. Smith coming in, ready to go his sights. Here's Jagger Haynes, and that's going to be right there. Line drive up to right field. That's a base hit. Campbell gets it. And that's going to be a 1-out single to straightaway right. Boy, tying run for Corpus Christi coming on. And pretty good on that. Here is the number 6 batter, Austin Deming. As he comes in and swings and misses at the initial offering. Deming tonight's designated hitter for Corpus Christi. No balls, 1 strike. Hey, John. Yeah, we got fans waving. They are from Corpus Christi. They're cheering on the Hooks. They say, "Go Hooks, go." Awesome. Well, welcome in to our viewers as well. Here's pitch. That one, line drive, and that is out of play, foul. 1-0 San Antonio. Top of the second inning. 1 away, 1 on. 0-2 the count now to Deming. Fouled off, and he'll see another. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-2. Here's pitch. That one right there to DeVries, and he's got it for the out. So 2 down. And that will bring up the next batter, center fielder, Zach Cole. Cole coming in, ready to go. And before the pitch, there is the throw to first. Make sure he's up there standing. In for that one. 2 ball clubs tonight playing. That's San Antonio and the Hooks. That one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one is lifted high in the air, and that is going foul. So the count now even at 1-1. 1-1. That one is right there, and that's getting down for a base hit. Runner going to third, and that's runners in scoring position. Second and third now. Still 2 away in this half inning.
The shortstop, Chase Jaworski.
Chase Jaworski coming in now. The pitch, and that's high in the air, deep to right. Campbell is getting the team out of danger, and that ends the half inning. So it is no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on, second and third. And they leave them stranded out there on those bases as we head now to the bottom half of 2. And it is still a San Antonio lead by 1-0. Well, John, we got another update on a new tornado warning in Oklahoma. And there is Frederick. There's a tornado warning. It will expire in about 26 minutes from now. Well, thank you, Bob. And yes, we are back in the broadcast as we get set for the bottom of the third inning. Or should I say bottom of the second? Beg your pardon right there. I'm getting y'all. Oh, just making sure you guys are still awake as we get set for the bottom of the second inning for San Antonio. Boy, there is some bad thunderstorms. Wichita Falls, Texas. The storm that just went through Seymour, now headed on your doorstep right now. Tornado warning for Wichita Falls, Texas. You guys need to be lowest level of your home, away from windows. I've said it as the storm was going through Seymour. Do not wait for the storm to be on you, because it will do you damage. Because the straight line winds can very much do damage. Also, we want everybody to know that if you live in a trailer home, get out of it right now. And get to a storm cellar, wait for the storms to pass, and you'll be good to go. All right, bottom of the second inning, that is our weather alert for a tornado warning in Oklahoma. And yes, bad thunderstorms tonight, rocking Texas, Oklahoma, and other spots. Just a lot going on tonight, right, Bob? Gotta say, absolutely right. But anyway, we head now to the bottom half of the second inning as the number 6 hitter, Cole Roederer, coming in for San Antonio. Takes that one down and in for a cold strike. It's 0-1. 1-0 here in this game, and the Missions have that early advantage. And here's the pitch. That is outside. Boy, good hold up as he nearly went for that one. Yeah, almost did, John. He could have offered up a 0-1 pitch right there. That one deep to straightaway center. Center fielder will have it in his grasp for the out. So out number 1, and now here is the hot corner third baseman, Yendry Rojas. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Yendry was pretty good up in Amarillo, wasn't he? Yeah, he sure was, John. This guy hit a home run. And look out, boy howdy, that one nearly took his nose off. Good heavens right there. Yikes. Yeah, right there. Boy, that will get you off the plate as fast like that. Good thing he looked out, because they'll get a flunk right there, and boy, that would have hit him hard. That one's right there, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And that is going to a second. Yendry Rojas has a stand-up double. And everybody that attended tonight's ball game getting a coupon for that double meat cheeseburger courtesy of Whataburger. Whataburger served hot and fresh for all people of San Antonio. And got to say, pretty good place. I love their food. And always will be. From cheeseburgers to chicken strips with French fries and onion rings, Whataburger is the place to be here in the great state of Texas and many other spots as well. The 8-hole batter, second baseman Nerwillian Cedeno, coming to the plate now. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Runner at second base. In scoring position. And that's a called strike on him, and that's a count now 1-2. Well, I sure hope family's watching from Brady, Texas, and my grandparents there in Brownwood. Yeah, There might be a lot of people watching, and there is. Yeah, there sure is, Bob. Here is the shortstop, Elio Dallas DeVries. Boy, I really like this guy. He is pretty good for San Antonio this year. He was pretty good up in Amarillo, too. Yeah, he sure was. 0-1. Right there, called strike, and it's the count now, 0-2. Boy, got clouds looking ominous that way in the right-hand side of your screen. But nothing like we're seeing in
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
In those enhanced areas where there is severe weather going on. Wichita Falls, Texas, that tornado warning is still going.
Ball, that's out.
But, for San Antonio and Corpus Christi, the only 2 ball clubs playing tonight have a immaculate view of a sunset. Yeah, and it could be like that tomorrow evening as well.
3.
And right there, called third strike. DeVries is down looking. And that does it for 2 complete innings. And we are on now to the third as San Antonio holds a 1-0 lead against Corpus Christi. So we're back right after this, after our break, top of the third, when we come back. about set for the top of the third for Corpus Christi. Right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bob. And here is Brian LaVista. Or Lavastida. Here in this ball game. So I'm going to say his last name, Lavastida. Coming them now to Corpus Christi, and that is going to get hit foul, and it's the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Brian here. And the 0-2 pitch, right there, strike 3. He put him on the close hanger to dry. And that is out number 1. Back to the top of the lineup, second baseman who's Jesus Bastidas coming in. And the pitch. That is right there, called third, called strike 1 on him. Yeah, you were about to say called third strike. That is not a called third. That's a 0-1 count. Yeah, there you go. I'm making sure everybody is waked up here in this game. Always love to major look people. No balls, 2 strikes. Down and in, 1-2. So, yeah, great crowd we have here tonight. 1-2 delivery. The pitch, and that is high in the air, deep to right center. Campbell coming on, make a terrific catch. Boy, howdy. He is riding that wild bronc like nothing else, 2 away. Boy, he had to leave the right field area just to command that center field area. And he caught that one for the out. So there's 2 away. Here's Luis Baez as he takes in a strike, gets a count now 0-1. Top of the third inning, San Antonio leading this game 1-0 against the Hooks. Has 2.5 innings worth of baseball, and yeah, look at that sunset. Everybody's getting a pretty good look at that here tonight here in San Antonio. Here's the 0-2. That one's right there. DeVries is going to pick it up, short up. Right there, Castagnon gets him. And that is the third and final out here in this frame. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for Corpus Christi. 3.5 complete with the Missions leading this one by 1-0. Left fielder Albert Fabian, the leadoff batter, will lead us off when we come back here in this ball game. Bottom half of the third inning for San Antonio right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, we are back here at the ballpark, and the leadoff batter, left fielder Albert Fabian, coming in now as he'll take a cold strike, and it's 0-1. 12-game homestand underway here in our ballpark. Just absolutely love that we get a 12-game.
That's out.
Right there, 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now. Corpus Christi and Frisco, both teams coming to San Antonio. This week is the Hooks, Rough Riders coming Tuesday next week.
Now batting,
Catcher Ethan Salas coming in as he gets in for a single last time up as 1-for-1. Here's the pitch to him. That one driven up to center. Center fielder runs it down, and that's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 14, Joshua.
Center fielder Joshua Mears coming in now. 2 away, nobody on. Bottom of 3 for San Antonio. That is right there called strike, and it's 0-1. Boy, Throckmorton County, Texas. Looking at the wall cloud of that severe thunderstorm. That one high outside 1-1. Dangerous night for a lot of people out there in North Texas. Boy, bad storms up there near Wichita Falls. The tornado warning continues on that sail just to the west of Wichita Falls, Texas. That one driven out of play, foul, and it's the count now still hanging at 1-2. Center fielder Joshua Mears. Storm now coming into Wichita at this hour, 7:52. Called third strike, and Mears goes down looking, and that ends the inning. So no runs, hits, or errors, and nobody on. Top of the 4th inning coming up, and it's a 1-0 lead for San Antonio as we get ready to go for the 4th for Corpus Christi. So we're back here right after our prep broadcast here for West Creek Trail Rides. Want to become a horseback rider? Is it your first time? Well, you're going to have a great time there at West Creek Trail Ride San Antonio. Boy, they are great. You got a pretty good ranch hands out there and a lot of fun coming up. So give Lana a call at the 210 number. You can find that at the website, and you're good to go. That's right, Bob, and I gotta say, I've been out there so many times enjoying myself. And yeah, I love riding horses. I'm gonna do that on my birthday too while I'm at it, as my birthday is next Thursday away. That means we'll have flying chanclas my birthday, and yeah, we're gonna have fun. Yeah, that's right, John. Gonna be a good day for you. Is it also payday as well? Hey, how'd you know? Oh boy, fun. But anyway, we head to the top of the 4th inning for Corpus Christi. And here is Luis Encarnacion as he comes in ready to go for the Hooks. Boy, we're starting to see a pretty good orange color over the ballpark as sunset and clouds make a terrific combination on a summer's night as it is. That one high and outside, 2-0. But anyway, not a lot of people seeing the sunset tonight. There's just dangerous weather. Wichita Falls, Texas, getting battered really good by those storms. Left fielder Zach Daniel takes 3 balls and no strikes. Luis Encarnacion is 3-0 the count now. And the pitch to him. That is in for the called strike, and it's 3-1. And the pitch to him. Here's a 3-1. Outside, and that is ball 4. And he loses him.
Now batting, left fielder Zach.
So left fielder Zach Daniels coming in now. And the pitch. Down and in, called strike, and it's 0-1. So it looks like now that tornado warning has lifted off of Wichita Falls here in Texas. And that one is outside 1-1. Straight line wind damage. But could also be another tornado warning issued on that city. Here's the 1-1. That one swing and a miss right there. The count now 1-2. Pretty good shot of our left-hand side of downtown San Antonio. Just absolutely love that shot. It's beautiful, right, Bob? Now I gotta say, John, absolutely right about that. Pretty good. Right there, 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the 4th. Zach Daniels coming up. Right there, strike 3. He got out. And that's a looking 3rd strikeout.
Now batting.
Hot corner 3rd baseman for Corpus Christi, Cam Smith. And the pitch, that's down and in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And it looks like we're going to see something going, and they are going to call balk on Cam Smith. And that'll put a runner in scoring position. Designated hitter Austin Deming. Coming up now for Corpus Christi. And the pitch. That one is high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. One-zero delivery. And that's going to be right there. Pass to Cedeno. Double play Taco Tuesday. How about that? And they get them both. A 4-6-3 put out, and that will conclude this half inning. So, no runs on a hit, no errors, 2 left. To the bottom of 4 we go, and it's a 1-0 San Antonio lead. All right, we are about set for the bottom of the fourth, right now the Missions Baseball Network. First baseman Marcos Castañon coming up now for the Missions. Takes that one high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful evening, right, Bob? You gotta say, and clouds just going by, but evidently for a Wednesday morning, cloudy. Could see a thunderstorm tomorrow. Oh dear, Bob, I wouldn't be saying that right now. Well, probably, I don't know. You know, you're just a silly willy there, Bob. Yeah, well, we need some much needed rain.
3-2.
Yeah, we do, don't we? 3 balls, 2 strikes. Right fielder Jacob Campbell awaits on deck for the Missions. And right there, ball 4. Oh, man. He walked them right there. And
Number 7.
here is right fielder Jacob Campbell. Campbell in the line, the stretch from Petco. He'll put in a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, new tornado warning now issued on Wichita Falls.
That's a ball.
Right here at 8:03 p.m. So this one will expire in 30 minutes from now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There is a potential tornado. Holiday is fixing to get bashed really good. Is that Holiday, Texas? That is for right there, Bob. Designated hitter, Cole Roederer. 1 away, 1 on. Ball game at a 1-0 lead for San Antonio. And he did not hold up. That is a strike. It's 0-1. Boy, clouds now coming into Throckmorton County. And they do look very ugly looking. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first, 1 away. Cole Roederer, the designated hitter, up now for San Antonio. That one driven up nicely. And that's going to get down. That's a base hit. And that'll put runners at second and third. Corpus Christi now in the line of danger. Boy, a base hit will really do them in if they come in and score in that run. We look at it from our first base camera angle. Yeah, that was hit really hard. 7-hole batter, third baseman, Yendry Rojas.
Ball 1. 1-0.
Which 1 for 1, a double. The last time up that he came up to the plate. Boy, San Antonio trying to get this one going. Lightning coming in now, Wichita Falls. Boy, just seeing those flashes of lightning. It's a red, strawberry red, like lightning and stuff.
Ball 2.
That one high and outside, 2-1. Well, now we monitor the weather as we get in close to the month of May. Just a lot of dangerous storms.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, right now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count now. 2 on, 1 away after the 6-hole batter comes in and knocks in a double, puts runners at second and third, and that is called third strike. And Rojas is down for out number 2. Second baseman for San Antonio, Nerwillian Cedeno, coming in and ready to go. And the pitch, that one down and in, a circle change will be at the knees for a called strike. It's 0-1. Wyman and Fleury warming up as a lefty and a righty come out to get stuff going for the warm-up tosses.
Nope. Outside.
That one's outside, and the count now 1-1. So still 2 away in second and third for the Missions. Got to say greetings to those in Brady. Hello, how are y'all?
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fans watching from Springfield and Tulsa during the storms going through. If you still have electricity, that's great. So right there, curveball will get the count even up at 2-2. I'm going to say double headers for the Springfield area, Tulsa as well. And that is right there. Called third strike, and Cedeno is down for the third and final out. So no runs on a couple of hits, no errors, of 2 left on. As we head for the 5th inning, San Antonio leads it 1-0. Well, Zach Cole will come in as we'll head to the 5th inning after this one. And it's a 1-0 San Antonio lead here in this ball game. All right, bout set for the top of the 5th inning for Corpus Christi. Here is the next batter up, Zach Cole. You want to do something, Bob? I'll let you. Yeah, I would love to do so. Bout set to go. Oh, do apologize for that, Bob.
Ball 1, no strike.
I'll let you go at it. Okay. 1 ball, no strike. Zach Cole coming in. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, get him
I got 1 ball,
off
1 strike.
guide chasing on the count now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right there, Cedeno passes it to Castañon, and he's got it for the out, 1 away. That's ground ball straight away to second on that one. And here is shortstop Chase Jaworski. And the pitch to him. That one right there, back up the middle. And there will not be a play made, as that's going down for the fielder's choice. The base hit is in that decision, and he'll reach on first, and that's a Corpus Christi hit. Brian Lavastida coming in now for Corpus Christi. As he'll take a strike at the knee, strike one. Lavastida, tonight's catcher for Corpus Christi here tonight. Pretty good on that. The pitch down and in, 1-1. This game going pretty quickly. Top of the fifth inning here, John. Yeah, it sure is, Bob. The 1-1, that one is chopped foul. The count now 1-2. Well, sun already set. We're starting to see those pink and purples right off the clouds. Swing and a miss. Slider gets him down. And that is out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Second baseman is Jesus Bastidas. Coming in for the Hooks. And the pitch. That is getting away. Right there near the backstop. And boy howdy. Throw down and not in time safely. Boy, and a wild pitch on that one puts a runner in scoring position. Yeah, sure does, Bob. And evidently, that's what happens when get that one under. And literally just gets ugly when you go down in that way. Yeah, for sure. That one down and outside. 2 balls and no strikes to leadoff hitter Jesus Bastidas. 2-0, down and in, called strike. It's 2-1. Two and one. And that's a called strike, and it's even up 2-2. Here's the pitch. And ouch, that will get him right there in the butt. Huh. Yeah, I tell you one thing, Bob, that's the one thing you don't want to do when you're getting after that. You hit the leadoff batter in the rear end, and that'll bring up Luis Baez. Yeah, for sure. First and second now, and that's a strike inside. It's 0-1. Bastidas and Jaworski, runner in scoring position. That means Corpus Christi has the tying run at second, the go-ahead at the first base area. That went down and in, 1-1. Boy, Wichita Falls now 8-14 as storms get inside the city. And boy, we're getting reports of damaging hail. Yeah, hail up to the size of grapefruits. Oh, that's not good. Cars get beat up, insurance rates go up. And that's why you always got to be careful. When you have hail, just get under something. And right there, called third strike. And that will do it for this half of the fifth. And the strikeout going to Jagger Haynes. Boy, he gets them going. And the instant replay right there as he gets them for the third out. And we're on now to the bottom of the fifth inning on a 1-0 score for San Antonio. Leo Dallas DeVries lead off the bottom of 5 for San Antonio when we come back. about set for the bottom of the fifth right now for San Antonio and the Missions Baseball Network. Here is the shortstop, Leo Dallas DeVries. Coming in now for the Missions as that one taken high and outside. In the inside corner for a strike, it's 0-1. Underway home half of the fifth for the San Antonio Missions. And that one down and in, 1-1. Circle change gets him looking, but doesn't go at it. Right there, not a perfect hold up right there. 1-2 the count now. Sun starting to set on this Tuesday evening. Don't forget weekend baseball. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, wrapping up the Corpus Christi Hooks homestand. Don't forget we stay home. Another week, 6 games against the Frisco Rough Riders. That one driven up to second, and that is caught
The left fielder,
to the second baseman for the out.
Fabian.
Well, Alex Fabian coming in now. You called him Alex. His name is Albert. Oh, whoops. Oh, John, you really cracked me up there, brother. Oh, you called him Alex. Oh, howdy. Somebody just. Oh. Boy, that was a good laugh there, right, Bob? We're having fun here in this brand new homestand, ain't we? We sure are. Down and in, 3 balls, 1 strike, and Ethan Salas, the catcher, sits on deck. Here's a 3-1. And right there makes the count full. It's 3-2. Don't forget, join us tomorrow night, Bark in the Park. I thought we were Military Appreciation Day tomorrow. Oh, that is right. Military Appreciation Wednesdays.
The catcher, Ethan Salas.
But anyway, we'll have that Wednesday evening. And Thursday night is Flying Chocolate Taco Bell Value Day.
Outside, that's a ball.
Friday we'll have a Taco Bell, or should I say a regular Flying Chocolates Day, but Thursday and Fridays, Missions wearing their famous Flying Chocolate jerseys. Saturday we'll continue the series, post-game fireworks extravaganza. A lot of people that come out to the ball game enjoy our speciality of fireworks. Sunday we'll wrap up the series. It will be Cat Day. Bring your furry friends along the ballpark, and we are good to go. Well, that's a strikeout looking, as that will do it. No runs, hits, or errors for San Antonio as we head to the 6th inning. The Missions lead it by 1-0. We're back here as the top of the 6th inning. That would be Luis Encarnacion, and Daniels and Smith will follow in behind as we head to the top of the 6th inning for Corpus Christi. Well, it looked like we got some new weather data coming in. Boy, storms tearing through Wichita Falls, Texas. Still tornado watch. Seymour now getting a new severe thunderstorm warning. And yeah, they got hit by that storm. It had a tornadic rotation. And boy, just ugly as it came. Another storm just to the south of Seymour. And already developed. You got a tornado watch right now in Wichita. A severe thunderstorm watch just now. Getting on that storm as well. New tornado warning now issued And that is for the next batch. I mean, the storm is progressing eastward away from Wichita Falls. We're starting to see some turtles out there. Can you believe that? Turtles are getting out there, and might be some snakes out there in those countries, right? There sure is. Throckmorton County, they're taking a picture of a turtle getting to safety before the storm actually comes. And yes, rattlesnakes, there's a lot going on right now here tonight. Wichita Falls still under that tornado warning, and so far they're not out of it yet, but they are going through it now as heavy straight line winds and damaging hail tornado warning continuing for Wichita Falls, Texas. And yeah, so far it's ugly out there right now. That's right. We've had 4 teams in the North Division. We have Northwest Arkansas, Springfield, Arkansas at Tulsa getting postponed this evening because of the severe weather rolling through the Springfield area, the Tulsa area. We've had 4 ball clubs that played later this afternoon. Our final 2, Corpus Christi and San Antonio, going right at it. But pretty good in this one. All right, we are about ready to go for the top of the 6th inning. Luis Encarnacion coming up now for Corpus Christi. And the pitch, that one down and in, and the count now 0-1. As we are underway for the Corpus Christi top half of the 6th. So yes, we were keeping our eyes and ears on the weather. And that's going to be hit to Sedano. He'll pass it to the first baseman.
The batter, the left fielder, Zach.
And that is out number 1. Left fielder Zach Daniels, 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. Castañon. I always have to remember that first baseman's name. Marcos Castañon being out there at the first base area, out number 2, as that's a high fly out to center field. And Corpus Christi third baseman Cam Smith coming in now, and we got 4 tornado warnings, 11 severe thunderstorm warnings. Just a lot going on in this evening out there in North Texas. No balls and 1 strike, 2 away, nobody on for Corpus Christi. That is right there. DeVries. Pass it to Castañon. Inning over. A 1-2-3. And that will put them off the board one more time in the half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on for Corpus Christi. 3, 4, 5. Mears, Castañon, and Campbell will get things going. We're back as the Hooks will get set for a new pitcher. And it's a still 1-0 ball game for the Missions in this contest. Well, we're back right after this. And so far, a pretty good Tuesday night here in San Antonio. First of a 6 game set against Corpus Christi to lead off a 12-pack homestand.
Pitching for
All right.
Christi.
Jose Fleury coming out now. So he'll be the right-hander in relief for Corpus Christi.
Leading up for San Antonio, the center
And that'll
fielder,
bring up center fielder Joshua Mears
Mears.
as he goes and he's ready to
Ball, that's low.
get something going. Ball game going quick. Only run, bottom of the first. Down and in, the count now 1-1. Time now 8:30 on this Tuesday night. And the pitch. And that's right there in the end. Called strike, and it's 1-2. And the pitch. That is right there. Glove to the third baseman, and that is out number one. Cat-like reflexes.
Marcos Castanon.
And that's going to bring up Marcos Castanon. As he comes in, and
Off the plate, ball one.
that one right there, 1 ball and no strikes. Wyman and Gomez, a lefty and a righter, warming up in Corpus Christi's bullpen. First baseman, Marcos Castanon.
1 ball,
Coming
1
up
strike.
now for San Antonio here this evening. 1-1, one away, nobody on. 1-0 missions. Getting pretty spicy out there tonight, right, Bob? I gotta say, pretty good there, John. And the pitch. That is right there. Line drive. That's a base hit up to left field. And boy, that's going to lead off a 1-out single. Boy, beautiful as it was, almost hugging that line.
Now batting, number 7.
And that'll bring up Jacob Campbell, the right fielder.
Yep,
And
ball
that
went out.
is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 0 for 2 and 2 strikeouts to the right fielder here this evening. Here's the pitch. That one is outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Campbell. Runner at first, 1 away. Here's the pitch. That one down and outside, 2-1. But don't forget, Horseback Riding Adventures is all new Saturday morning. Then 2 back-to-back episodes Thursday morning, starting at 9, or should I say, my birthday. I do believe that Saturday, May the 8th,
Now batting, the designated hitter.
designated hitter is Cole Roederer. Nope, I would say Thursday. Do apologize. What, you forgot your birthday already? Well, probably did, but 2 back-to-back episodes on a Thursday morning. So pretty good on that. The pitch. That one driven up nicely. That is there, and that's another base hit for San Antonio. Now 2-1 and 2
Now
away.
batting, the third baseman, Gentry Rojas.
Yendry Rojas coming in now. Our corner third baseman takes in a strike. It's 1 for 2 and a double. A pretty good evening thus far, right, Bob? Yeah, I gotta say, that's absolutely right. That one down and inside for a cold strike. It's 0-2. Well, sun already set. Beautiful night coming on hand for us. First of a 6-game set between the two. Corpus Christi and San Antonio. That one right there, called third strike, and that will do it for the third baseman, Rojas. And we're on now to the 7th inning. Still a 1-0 ball game. for San Antonio and Corpus Christi. Austin Deming get things going here in the top of the 7th inning as we are getting ready to go for 3 more innings, and tonight it will be decided if San Antonio wins it, ties it up with Corpus Christi, or even a walk-off possibility. We'll have to see. But anyway, the Missions lead this one by 1-0. And on now to the 7th inning here in tonight. We are now to the 7th inning for Corpus Christi, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Austin Deming coming in, and looks like we're going to have another balk as the home plate umpire, Jeff Andrews, just call him out the first. Go to first, young man. Center fielder, number 7, in the 7th spot is Zach Cole. That one outside, it's 1 ball and no strikes. Don't see that every day when you get a balk. But evidently, a lot of times you do, but you get a free pass on base, a runner at first, and nobody out. And the pitch. That one, boy, what a great hold-up. 2-1 the count now. Tying run at first for Corpus Christi. The 2-1. And that is outside, and that gets away. Right behind the backstop, and that puts a runner in scoring position, the tying run. And that's a 3-1 count now. And we're going to look at the instant replay. Boy, the ball hit the ground. And here's the pitch. That is fouled off, and that's the count now, 3-2. Boy, multiple tornado warnings getting issued. Brought off of Frederick, Vernon, and other storms that are out there in Oklahoma. No wonder 4 teams in the North Division have been postponed tonight because of the severe stuff going on. Right there, ball 4. Yeah, number 6 gets a pass on the 6th pitch on that one. And here is the shortstop, Chase Jaworski. And time is going to be called as here comes the manager. And that is going to do for the starter, Jagger Haynes. I'll tell you one thing, Bob. He did pretty good, but many times he's been giving up walks.
Now pitching for the mission.
And here's a left-hander, Omar Cruz. Cruz now pitching for San Antonio. Four-seam, a curveball changeup, and a two-seam fastball. And he will start pitching, and we'll be right back as he warms up. All right, back here as Chase Jaworski meets Omar Cruz in relief. Top of the seventh. 2-1, nobody out. And he's going to show bunt. That's going to be right there. Rojas, and he does not make the play. And that's going to load up the bases. Oh my goodness, bases loaded, and now Corpus Christi starting to threaten here. Yeah, I gotta say that it's gonna get ugly if they come in and score in. Brian Lavastida coming in now. That one high in the air. Salas getting behind, high pop up near the backstop, and the on-deck circle close by is one away, as Lavastida is for out number one. So San Antonio get a free pass hit on ball. Jesus Bastidas coming in now. And that's going to be right there in the count now, 0-1. And the pitch. That is right there. Driven up. Campbell getting in. Making the play. Here comes a tying run. And now Corpus Christi gets the run tied to San Antonio. It's 1-1 ball game here. But still the bases remain loaded. So now here is right fielder Luis Baez. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. 1-1 our tie. Top of the seventh inning, bases are loaded. Corpus Christi looking to get some more. That's going to be right there. Line drive, that's a base hit. And boy, I tell you one thing. Now 3-1 the score, as that would force in 2 more runs. Boy, the bunt attempt really worked right there, as, boy, even though Cedeno gets in there, stops the ball, and the manager's coming out again. Second time out to the mound, as Cruz not doing a good job. Excuse me a little stutteriness, but he has not done a good job. And now we're going to see another relief pitcher, a left-hander coming out, Jason Blanchard. 4-seam slider, changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. Pitching for San Antonio. Well, he'll start his relief. as he'll get a little warmed up on the mound. Now bases are loaded up with a 3-1 ball game. And Corpus Christi now out in front in this game alone. And San Antonio needs to make something happen. Yeah, for sure. They're running out of innings. They only got 7, 8, 9 innings with only 9 outs remaining. Well, back here is first and third as Corpus Christi leading 3-1 against San Antonio. That one driven up nicely. Center fielder Mears getting after it. And here comes the run. Not in time. The run scores.
Now batting, left fielder Zach.
And it's 4-1 Corpus Christi. Left fielder Zach Daniels 0 for 3, strikeout and 2 flyouts. And the pitch, that swing and a miss. Boy, get him off stride on that fastball. And it's the count now 0-1. Boy, San Antonio needs to tie it back up and get some home runs going, Bob. Yeah, they sure do. They're down 3 and they need to try and get back up in this game. The 0-2. That one down, fouled off. And that's the count now, 0-2. 0-2, one more time. Right there, called third strike on him, on Zach Daniels. But 3 runs come in, or 4 runs, I should say, come in across the score on 5 hits, no errors. And it's time to stretch. Corpus Christi leads it 4-1 in the ball game. Well, we have a new arm, as that new arm is Miguel Ulo. I don't know how to say his last name, but it's Ulola. Ulola now pitching in. It's a right-hander for Corpus Christi. When we come back, and Norwelian Sedano will lead us off in the home half of the stretch inning when we come back. Boy, I'll tell you one thing, John. I don't know what was going on with the camera, but I don't know there, Bob. It doing a little update or something when it does that? Yeah, it probably does. Well, we're about ready for the stretch inning coming up, and yes, the fans out singing the 7th inning stretch, first time of a 12-game homestand. Nice we see it for 2 whole weeks. Just pretty happy about that. Don't forget, we're back at it tomorrow at 7:05. Broadcast starting at 6:45. Second game of a 6-game set between the two. Series going till Sunday afternoon at 1:05. And you know, the best thing about Sunday afternoons is day game, pretty good, and fans come out for Bark in the Park Sunday. Pretty good on that one. Well, we're about ready to go for the bottom of the seventh inning for San Antonio right here in the Mission. And up now is the second baseman, Norwillian Cedeno, 8-9-1 due up in the home half of 7. That one driven up to the second base area. Norwillian Cedeno is going out. And that is out number 1. Shortstop Leo Dallas DeVries. 0 for 2, strikeout and a lineout. 1 away. And that one's going to be lifted deep to right. And that's going to hit the wall right there. A runner now in scoring position. That's a Leo Dallas DeVries double. Jeez, thought that one was almost out of the ballpark tonight. And another beautiful shot as we look at that. That'll bring up the left fielder, Albert Fabian. Fabian coming in. And he's going to let that one high fly in the air, deep to right. And here comes the runner tagging up from second to third. And the Missions have their second run 90 feet away.
Catcher Ethan Salas.
Well, here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. Let's see what this guy could do. 1 for 3, a single. Still plenty more chances to go for San Antonio. That's going to be driven high in the air, and that is out number 3. They leave the runner stranded at third, so they cannot get nothing going. 8th inning coming up as Corpus Christi leads this one 4-1 as we head to the 8th. So anyway, pretty good on that one. And boy, after that storm went through Wichita Falls, Texas, luckily the storm has weakened and tornado warnings have now dropped off of it. Well, it did leave quite a lot of flooding out there in Wichita Falls, but the storm is now moving off to the east away from town, and at least 8:52 on this evening. Yeah, I got to say, John, absolutely right. But tell you one thing, at Oklahoma, we'll see a lot of that tonight going into early morning for a Wednesday. And yeah, so far, might see some more of that tomorrow as we go for a Wednesday into a Wednesday evening. Yeah, you know, Bob, they are saying that we could have thunderstorms tomorrow. But anyway, we are going to keep an eye on weather forecast, and that's what really we need to do, for sure. About ready for the top of the 8th inning for Corpus Christi, right now the Missions Baseball Network. Corpus Christi third baseman Cam Smith up to the plate now, 5-6-7. Due up for this half inning. Folks leading by a 3-run lead against San Antonio, and so far Missions down to their final 6 outs. And that's going to be right there. And that's a strike, and the count now 0-2. Boy, tornado watch continues. Boy, next towns that will get hit, Ryan and Terrell. There's 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now as Gainesville and Bowie looking at strong storms to the west. Severe thunderstorm warning now for Bowie. That is right there. That's a liner up to right. That's a base hit. Well, I tell you one thing, John, they really need to get in there and
Deming.
stop them from scoring in. That'll be Deming coming in, and that is fouled and away. And it's 0-1. Walking a run 0 for 2 by Deming here tonight. Boy, Lawton, Oklahoma getting hit by heavy rain and large destructive hail. Boy, and gotta say, Oklahoma City could be in the works of storms. Just a lot of rain and lightning and tornadoes and cloud-to-ground lightning. And seeing that storm come in Wichita Falls, Texas this evening, it had an alien mothership cloud look. I mean, the base looked pretty good. That one driven deep to left. That one is out of here. And Corpus Christi extends the lead. It's now 6-1. As they score in 2 more runs on that, and they lead now by 5. Yeah, they sure do, John, and I'm going to say pretty good. Tornado warning now on Duncan. And so far, I got to say, it's getting pretty ugly out there. That's right there in the count now. 0-1 to the center fielder, Zach Cole. 1 for 2 was single, but San Antonio can still get back in there, and they just really have to get out of this half inning. Yeah, they sure do, John, and that is pitcher with confidence. You know, when you get a pitcher in there, he knows what he's doing. Well, I tell you one thing, you could try to get him going. High in the air, in left field is shortstop DeVries making the play, out number 1.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Chase Jaworski.
Chase Jaworski coming in, 2 for 3. 2 singles and a run. San Antonio winning Sunday, that 4-2 in Amarillo. So pretty good right there, but that was an embarrassment week to see a 6-game set winning 2 and Amarillo just winning the 4.
That's inside.
But we'll say all well to that. That's in the books. One, it looks like Lawton seeing a lot of storm damage right now. Duncan. You got a friend in Muskogee named Duncan. Yep, sure do. 2-1 the count now as they'll peel down Joe Davis. And that's count now 2-2. 6-1 our score. Corpus Christi leading 5 against San Antonio. We've got a tornado warning for Marlowe and Duncan and Comanche. Boy, just a lot of storms. Up to left field, Fabian getting under it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Brian Lavastida.
Brian Lavastida coming in now, the catcher. For Corpus Christi, 2 strikeouts and a pop out is 0 for 3 of the night. Looking in is Blanchard. And the pitch, that is right there, foul. And it's 0-1. Next places, could see those tornadic thunderstorms is the Chickasaw Nation. And right there, Castañon right in the stomach, grabs that one. And here is a Austin Deming 2-run shot to left, and Corpus Christi has that lead by 6-1. And Joshua Mears, the next to bat, up in the bottom of the 8th inning as we get things ready to go. Well, we are back right after this as we head to the bottom of the 8th for San Antonio. And we'll be ready to go. Bottom half of the 8th inning set to go for San Antonio right now on the Missions Baseball Network. 6-1 ball game in the contest tonight. Corpus Christi leading 5. They get 4 in the top of the 7th and 2 in the top of the 8th inning. That's a pitch inside, strike 1. Righty and the lefty, Gomez, Wyman warming up in the Corpus Christi dugout. Mission's trying to come back in this one. That one driven up nicely, and that's going to get down. That's a base hit. Hit the base of the wall. Joshua Mears rounds to second, and he is there. Stand-up double. Boy, he come out of the ballpark and right there getting that one. Runner in scoring position. Mears a Whataburger double. That one hit slow roller, and he'll pass that to the first baseman for out number 1.
Now batting, number 7.
By golly, just ugly is narrowed down to their final 5 outs here tonight. 0 for 3 is Jacob Campbell. And the pitch. That one right there. That's a liner. And here he comes. And they get him out. Boy, that was ugly. Well, he should have never done that. Now that costed the team an out. Manager might be pulling his hair out. Yeah, he might be there, Bob. Well, that one's going to be laced. That will get down for a base hit. Runners at second and third now. So they're trying to get back in this ball game and still need another base hit. And that will be the hot corner third baseman, Yendry Rojas. And that's going to be right there up to the right fielder for the out, and boy, they tried to get something going, but Corpus Christi held them off the board. And now it's on to the 9th inning as it's a 6-1 ball game, and Jesus Bastidas coming in as he'll get something going. But San Antonio trying to come back in this one here tonight. And it's a 6-1 contest as we head to the ninth inning. Top of the ninth inning for Corpus Christi right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Jesus Bastidas coming in now. Hooks leading 6-1 in the ball game. Changeup takes a strike in there, and it's the count now 0-1. Underway, top of the ninth. That one driven up the left. Fabian getting under it, making the grab. And that is out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder Luis Baez.
Right fielder Luis Baez, 1 for 4. Single and 2 RBIs. Blanchard having a good night thus far, but San Antonio down by 5 runs. Not good when you see something like this, right, Bob? No, it's not, John. The 0-1. That one right there. To Sedano. Pass to Castañon. 2 down. Boy, Corpus Christi down to their final out.
Encarnacion.
And here is Luis Encarnacion. 0 for 2. Sacrifice fly, walk, RBI. Of the evening for Corpus Christi. They're doing good. Yeah, they are. And boy, they've been out hitting San Antonio really good in the ball game. Yeah, they sure have. 6-1 the score here in the top of the ninth inning. That went down and outside, 1-1. Boy, Duncan under a tornado warning right now. I would say they're under a watch 2. And that's a strike, and it's 1-2. You think they could pull 5 runs out of the hat for the magic trick, John? Maybe. 1-2 the count now to Luis Encarnacion. That one hit foul. Only 2 ball clubs tonight playing. Wichita and Frisco. Amarillo and Midland played early this morning. That went down and in, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Get some pretty good afternoon ball games, and I'll say wish San Antonio had a few of those. Yeah, it would be pretty nice. Get outside, and that's going to be right there. Hit the Rojas the third. Castañon whip it across. And that will pretty much do it. So Daniel DeVries and Fabian will lead off the bottom of the ninth inning for San Antonio. One more chance to get tied up in this game. And it's on now to the ninth for San Antonio. And the new arm left-hander, Blake Wyman. Four-seam fastball slider, two-seamer as well. Now pitching in for Corpus Christi in this ball game, and broadcast Norwillian Sedano will lead us off. When we come back to the bottom of the ninth we go. Missions down. One more chance. And hopefully they'll get something going. So yeah, tornado warning now for Duncan. Boy, they are looking like they're going to get straight line wind damage. Just an active night, right, Bob? Yeah, sure is. There's 2 tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, about 7 of those coming in. But yeah, tomorrow it could be a different story. Yeah, looks like a lot of... It looks like the whole Texas League, I mean, with the severe weather that we're getting, we could see more postponements. I mean, we have Wichita at Frisco, Corpus Christi at San Antonio, Amarillo at Midland, Northwest Arkansas at Springfield, Arkansas at Tulsa. And I got to say, it's getting ugly. I mean, we don't know why, but as we look at baseball season, it's getting pretty intense. They are now looking at Tulsa, and boy, the storms are really going through downtown right now. You got a thunderstorm just to the northeast of Tulsa. Sapulpa is out of the clear for now. Broken Arrow just to the north of Broken Arrow. Storms just erupting through. I mean, golly, it's getting pretty ugly out there. Yeah, it sure is, John. And gotta say, there is hail, Pikeville, Kentucky. Golly, look at that. What size hail is that? Well, it could be larger than nickel to probably golf ball size. I mean, as we look at it, yeah, probably is. Well, we're set to go for the bottom of the ninth. San Antonio down to their final 3 outs of the evening. And we'll say if this is our last evening for a while, I mean, if we do get severe weather tomorrow, well, we will have to see. It's 6-1 Corpus. Missions down the 5 runs. As we set to go, here is Nerwillian Cedeno. Cedeno looking to get something going. That one, oh yeah, that's going to get down. Base hit. That is up the wall. And here he comes. Cedeno has a double. And that gives them a good start right there. Now a home run needed, and it'll make a 6-3 lead. Corpus Christi still has that. And that one is foul. To the shortstop, Leo Dallas DeVries. Boy, in Tulsa, downtown, DCJ Field, seeing the storms right now. That one lifted high in the air, and that is also foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Leo Dallas DeVries. And the pitch. That one right there, again he sends it foul. That's 3 times in a row that Leo sends a ball out of play. Here's the pitch. And that is foul. So confusing Blake Wyman really good. Wyman now pitching in for Corpus Christi in relief. And the pitch. That one driven. That one nicely. And that is getting off the wall. Runners at second and third. And San Antonio's got something cooking. We don't know what, but it smells good. Maybe it was the Whataburger double meat cheeseburger. Yeah, I think you're right about that, Bob. Boy, and that double by Leodalis DeVries. He is really getting something going right now. Second and third. That one is driven up nicely, deep to center. That one's got a chance. And here comes the catch and the run in to score. And makes it a 6-2 ball game, one away. Boy, and that really just gets you in danger.
Now batting.
And here is the catcher, Ethan Salas. We're trying to get in this game, and here's the pitch. That one driven up nicely. That looks like it's got a chance, and it does. Right off the wall. The third run in to score for the Missions. And boy, they are getting some home runs in. It's now a 6-3 contest, but Corpus Christi holds a 3-run lead. Yeah, they do, John. And if they could get a base hit, and that could bring in 2 more runs, that would be pretty good. Boy, so far I've even texted my friend out there in Muskogee, Oklahoma, saying that he's got storms headed his way. AJ Blue Ball coming out now as he's the right-hander coming fourth in Corpus Christi's on the hill. And this visit to the mound brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides here in San Antonio. And pretty good on that as well. That one down, and that's out for the second one. And that is out number 2. So they're down to their final chance. As first baseman Marcos Castañon is the last man up to bat. And so far, they're going to try to get something going. That one driven. Is that one gone? Yeah! Gone out of here! And that is a 6-5 ball game right there. And they trail an inch closer. It's now Corpus Christi up by 1. Boy, and the umpire says that's a home run with a 2-shot. Marcos Castañon. Well, here is right fielder Jacob Campbell, tying run up to the plate. And there's a base hit. And here's a winning run up to the plate now for San Antonio.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cole Roeder.
Missions need a victory here at home. Cole Roederer coming in. 2 outs, runner at first. That one driven up nicely. And Corpus Christi wins this one. Boy, and San Antonio tried to get back in, and evidently they take the L. And the Hooks take game 1. So anyway, it's pretty good. Well, that will be probably 12-10 for San Antonio. Corpus Christi gets the 7th. And that is tonight's broadcast. Well, that is not too bad at all. But anyway, Hooks win it by a final score 6-5. And that will do pretty good. Well, this will wrap up the first game of our 6-game set. 5 more with Corpus Christi. And so far, pretty good on that. Well, anyway, myself and Bob will be back to give you the runs, hits, and errors. This one brought to you in part by West Creek. Well, we're back with Missions Baseball, and now we send it down to John as he brings us our runs, hits, and errors of tonight's broadcast. Gotta say, Corpus Christi winning this one by the final 6-5. So we go over runs, hits, and errors. For Corpus Christi, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For San Antonio, 5-15-0. Player of the game, Austin Deming. He was 1 for 3, a home run and 2 RBIs that he got on front of that home run, which that was pretty good. So he's tonight's player of the game. Win will go to Jose Fleury. Austin Deming was 1 for 3, a home run, 2 RBIs. With Cam Smith, a 2 for 3. Jose Bastidas, a 1 for 4 RBI. Chase Jaworski, 2 for 4. For the loss for San Antonio, Jagger Haynes is credited with the L. And so far, Marcos Castañon, 2 for 4, a home run, 2 RBIs. Cole Roederer, 3 for 5 with 2 doubles. Albert Fabian, 1 for 4, home run, 2 RBIs. And Leo Dallas DeVries, 2 for 4 of the night. But so far, pretty good. As so far, 6 ball clubs played. Wichita at Frisco, Corpus Christi at San Antonio, Amarillo at Midland on this broadcast. I will say tomorrow's severe weather outlook could be something. I don't know what, but the forecasted models is showing severe weather going crisscross across the country, and we could really be looking at nobody playing baseball tomorrow. But we're definitely going to see something going. We don't know what, but we'll definitely keep our eyes peeled. Well, San Antonio 12-10. As we look at the loss for this Tuesday night, Corpus Christi winning the 7th. So they'll be 7-15 of the year. Oh, for Northwest Arkansas and Springfield and Arkansas at Tulsa, boy, what a evening it's been because of severe weather and tornadoes and just a lot going on as severe weather is underway. Just a cross-country outbreak right now from West Texas going to New York. I mean, that's really something else. But anyway, we thank you guys for tuning in to our broadcast. And yes, if I did get loud by the 2-run shot by Marcos Castañon, I do apologize. I do get a little bit carried away when I see a home run. But evidently, it's all good for right there. But Bob, did you enjoy tonight's ball game? Yeah, I sure did, John. Really good ball game. Yeah, it sure was. Well, as we look at it, Wichita winning this morning. They are trailing Arkansas by a ball game and a half. So pretty good. I mean, we'd have to see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm a bit concerned. For the severe weather, but tomorrow is game 2 of our 6-game set against Corpus Christi. And yeah, it's going to be pretty good. And if we play baseball and have a good time on that. We are 2 hours and 51 minutes into the broadcast. We got live at 6:30 to give you updates on severe weather, and I gotta say, they're still tracking tornadoes. Duncan is under a tornado warning right now. I keep saying watch, but what the heck am I saying? But yeah, we are definitely keeping all eyes on tornadoes for the night. From New York all the way to West Texas, that's a pretty big area. And it looks like tomorrow will be even different. They've had one tornado warning after another. It's been one of them evenings. Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right about that. And yeah, it looks like tomorrow it could be a thunderstorm, probably for San Antonio. It's a high possibility as we all look at it. And that probably might. But anyway, before we go, we will check the weather. And so far, with the wind for Corpus Christi, it'll put San Antonio 12 and 10. Our game time tonight, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Our broadcast right now, going good in this one. Well, we could be seeing some rain and storms tomorrow evening. But evidently, we are doing good. Let's see. For tomorrow, partly cloudy skies will become overcast later during the night. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. So we could be seeing rain. We are going to see rain Friday, it looks. Friday night could be a postponed game, but we'll have to see on what happens. But anyway, thank you guys for this broadcast, and we hope to see you all again tomorrow evening. And for Corpus Christi taking this game, it has been a fun one. Well, y'all have a good evening, and see y'all tomorrow. Maybe if we're lucky, Mother Nature lets us play baseball or something like that. But anyway, y'all have a good night and be safe. Safe travels home as well.
Yeah, good night, everybody.